gentlemen, welcome to the Clutch Academy. This is the Discord for not only eights, but also a friendly community server where we build friendships and build community in respect to ranked matchmaking, in respect to community playlists, and in respect to learning together and growing together. And we're trying to bring back the Halo community the way it used to be back in the olden days of like Halo 3 and things like that, where people grow on each other, build with each other, and learn from each other. So we want to kind of bring that back into the community, and today I want to show you how to use the queue. A lot of people have questions about that. It can be very confusing from time to time, especially when you're brand new. There's a couple of things I want to say beforehand. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching, and thank you for taking the time to go through this quick little video. And please leave a comment, all that good stuff in the YouTube. Subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, so first things first, I'm going to go ahead and move y'all into the live feed. So we're going to go ahead and switch it up. Alright, cool. So this is the wondrous Clutch Academy here. As you can see, we got a little movement here. Obviously, it says how to use Q. That's the thing to make it easier for people to see. We got a video from Lunchbox if you ever want to see that. It's inside the YouTube that you're in right now, as well as application for the Clutch Academy administration, aides and coordinators if you'd like to join us on that journey to build the community of the Clutch Academy. So to give you a real quick breakdown where this video will be, we'll put it at the top in this area just so we can see it in the future. But in essence, I wanted to break down one or two things. So we have rank and division breakdowns. So when you first join the Clutch Academy, you get you put your rank in. So let's say you put bronze 1, bronze 2, bronze 3, bronze 4, bronze 5, bronze 6, all the way to Onyx 2000 plus, right? 2200 even. It gives you a rank in the beginning, and depending on your rank is where you will be put into the academy. So what does that mean? Basically, if you, like I said, if you put bronze 1, you'll get a rank 1 through 5. Typically, I have it rank 5. But if we'll go to something that more people are at, the majors division. If you are in the gold 4 to 6, platinum 1 is 15 rank, so that would mean that you queue in the majors division, right? And whenever you see this, I want you to take into account that when you start, I would recommend this only because it makes everything look more fluid and more streamlined. So go to the top little arrow here. You can't see it because how to use queues in the way here. You'll press it. It'll give you this drop down and go to show all channels. Click on that and it'll show every single channel that you can see that's available to you, and then it'll break it all down so you can see all these channels. Yes, there's a lot of channels. Yes, there's a lot of things in here, but we want to make it streamlined. So if depending on your rank, again, this is where you'll go, rank and division breakdown. The video will be here that you're watching right now. Oh, also attorneys on the 14th in 11 days, according to the day of the recording. So only 10, 11 days away. So we're gearing up for that. So I hope y'all enjoy that. So it's about 10 days once this gets uploaded. But again, going back to the breakdown for the majors division, most like your platinum 1 through platinum 6, you're 15 to 20 rank. So the majors division, you would come down, you would scroll down. There is a lot. You won't see all this because you see how it's locked. Those are locked for people and they can't see them until it comes closer to the date of the tournament, so to speak. So you'll scroll down, and again, you'll get to your majors division. If you're platinum rank 1, you'll come to the majors 8s, rank 10 plus, as you can tell, 11 to 20. It'll be here. You'll go to your major 8s queue, and then you'll click on join queue here. I can't join the queue personally because I'm above that rank. I'm in the high Onyx level, so you are too high of MMR. The maximum MMR allowed is 25 at the moment. So that gives you context. What does that mean? That means once you get to 25 MMR, you cannot join into this queue. You literally cannot. You will be moved up into the Elite 8s queue once you get to your 20 to 30. Just like when we go back to that ranked area, and right here, people will join in or not join in again. It'll tell you, you have Legends role, you are banned from queuing. I'm in the Legends, so I cannot queue. So it limits the people that can come into your lobbies. We want to make sure that it's fair and you have some balance here, right? And a good note is if you win a game, you get more MMR than if you lose a game. So pretty much if you win, you get a 1.1 or a zero point 0.8 depending on which queue you're in, CSR gain, and then if you lose, you lose 0.6 or 0.9 depending, but it's always a little bit higher. Just to give you context there. So if you play in here long enough, you'll always go up. But the goal at the end of the day is to ultimately do the best you can and be the best you can. So had to end that call for a second. So we have people joining in. But as soon as you get into your 30 rank, you get your you get a new rank. Obviously, this is your elites rank. This is your champs rank. It'll take you to this area, and then you'll be able to queue in here. So, for example, there, I can queue in here because I am within the champs rank. um, and the lobbies that I can go in. Obviously, I have a lot of here, but the Legend 8's LFG rank would be the next level, which is where all these guys are at, and you can queue in here. So this would be the ultimate level, the highest level. Again, you go 0 to 10, it's 10 points all the way. The highest rank is not 50, but the rank that we want to shoot for a lot of the amateur pros, semi-pros, would be 50, and then you can go up as high as 60. If we roll down a little bit on the right side here, you'll see 56 is Super CC. They have the old school general rank from Halo 3. Sweat 8's LFG is whenever you get to the 50 rank, and that kind of gives you context. It's like Legends are at 40, Sweat 8's is 50, and we call it that because it's those are the top of the top AM and pros and stuff like that in that region. To give you more context, outside of that, we have coaches as well. Of course, people like Descendant are at the highest level. Eli the Ninja's in his own level. Legends and Champs area. Cool beans. But how do you queue? Okay, so let's go to the queue. This is a legendary queue. You put join queue. You can also do leaderboard if you need to. You can read this down here. Initial rank requirement 40. Once you get your 40, you'll always, as of today, well, we're gonna change it. Not always, but you'll be able to use the legendary division queue for quite a while, and you'll be able to play in the champs as well. But you will not be able to play in the elites. So you have those two. You kind of once you get to 40, you've gotten good enough to not play in the elites, but you are good enough to for sure play in the champs and the legendary, and you can work your way out of there, work your way up, and all that good stuff. So you have a flow, an ebb and flow in two areas. If you have never played or you're afraid to play right away, you can go into the open queue, and that's going to be, again, there's a lot of scrolling. A lot of people say there's a lot of scrolling, so we try to make it simple. It goes in order: corps, majors, elites, champs, and then you have your legends, and then the open queue, right? That's where you would do your open queue. But let's say you join the queue, cool, it adds you there, great. Let's say the 7 people come in, so I'm going to add tests. This is pretending like there's multiple people in here. Okay. So yes, the grade time is greatly reduced. So there's going to be 8 of me, right, joining into this queue. Cool, cool, cool. And then boom. Once it hits all 8, this is what will happen. So welcome. It'll pop up here, neat queue. It'll pop up in the Clutch Academy that you have a notification and the neat queue. Cool. Obviously, this is different. It's going to throw me into that, unfortunately. Not unfortunately, but it's going to throw me into this queue, 1747. You can actually just click on it. It'll take you there. This is where you need to be. It'll go ahead from there. It'll essentially, in this case, it looks like it's deleting the because it thinks we're inactive players. So we'll redo that one more time. Okay, let's see. Join the queue. Join the queue. Join the queue. Let's see. 8 slits LFG. Let's see if it does it this time. Okay. This is where we need to be. We're all here. Cool. Oh, LMO, LMNO, I'm sorry, brother. He's about to freak out and be like, what's going on here? LMNO. Yeah, so it's going to toss us out. But in essence, it should do it. Let's see. Usually it does it really smooth. Even when I'm doing the test. So give me a second. And typically the queue basically is going to pop you into an area. I'm going to have to take out Aphex for a second. Player remove, Aphex. Okay, let's see if it does it here. Cool, test mode, 1749. Let's see if it does it. It typically does it. That might be what I need to do. Okay, that's what I need to do. I needed to join the actual channel. Sorry. You can join the channel, but you need to join the voice channel to be more precise. And then after that, cool. Next, best of 1, 3, or 5, right? So vote ends in 3 minutes. If it's in the open queue, you only have 3 minutes. If it's in like the Legends queue, it's a little higher, 7. And it kind of goes down as it goes around because typically people in the Legends have a little bit more time to do stuff. So they're like playing really sweaty games and they're not focusing as much in the queue as much as they are focusing on like matchmaking or scrims or whatever they're doing. So 1, 3, or 5. This doesn't always happen. Again, in open queue as well as the Legends queue, you do have an option to do this. So let's say best of 5. Typically, it's counting me as all the votes. Usually it's 3 votes to get this going. Cool. As for game 1, game 1 can be any objective game mode. So let's say oddball. Cool. Game 2 and 5 are typically always Slayer, where you try to follow the HCS model. Game 3, let's say CTF. Great. Game 4 is King of the Hill. And then finally, game 5, again, like I said, the HCS model Slayer, right? It breaks you up into teams that are weighed out the same. gives you an MMR difference if you win, and it gives you the maps and modes, and then you're good to go. So what does that mean? That basically means this is where your information's at in the Q1749 up there on the top. This is where all the information you need to know is. You do not need to go back to this information here, and you cannot change this after it goes to the next one. So after you voted for game one being, we said oddball, you cannot vote back for it when it shows up and populates to game two. So all the way through, cool, you scroll down. This is also where we put the invite for the queue here. If you're new to Discord, you would press the plus, you press invite queue, shows that, and send invite. The biggest thing with this that a lot of people mess up on, that they don't realize that they do, is that when they're doing this, they will actually do this, or they will not be able to. It'll be like, why doesn't it show invite? Why doesn't it show invite? What's going on? The biggest problem with that, and I will show you what it is going to be the fact that your game isn't open. And you can't see it because I'm in the way, so I'm going to go ahead and take myself out so you can see it even better. So yeah, so this little invite right here, you might not see it. This is what you need to press. If you're new to Discord, great. This is great. It is in the queue, right? If you don't know which one you are, scroll over your name, 1749, put it in here. This is also where you vote as well. But let's say it did not show this, and you'll see. Okay, so I'm going to take off this screen that we're on, and we're going to see the Halo screen now. Great. Okay, so in Halo, you can obviously create a match, lobby options, friends only. Let's say it's invite only, right? So if it's invite only, I'm going to show you right now, like we just confirmed it's invite only. If you switch to the next screen, it's going to be this right here. So cool. It's going to not come up. It does not come up here at all. So again, I'm going to show you again one more time. That's going to be, the lobby options are going to be under invite only, but if we open it to public, then you'll be able to utilize that. Give me a couple seconds as I change it on OBS. Cool beans. Invite your team. They all join on that. If they are Xbox, you need to ask GT as in gamertag, and then they'll do gamertag Clutch Academy, which I would recommend right now. This is exactly how my name is spelled. Add me as a friend. I do not mind, so please add me as a friend. So that would be it. You would add them, whoever it is, and then give them an Xbox invite. You can do that with your game bar, or they can just add you once it's done. But again, you need to have it either public or friends only to do this invite. Okay, so let's say you have your whole team, and you have 8 people. Pretend there's 8 people in here. Right, 8 people, yay. Okay. And what you'll do, once you have all 8 people, you can do one of two things. You can do a closed lobby right there. Max lobby size is 8, so you only allow 8 people. Or you just put invite only, and you can have a limitless amount of people. But I would say do it maybe 8 to 10, and always put visibility only on invite only. Cool. You'll set up your map, and remember, if you're like, where are the maps and modes? Clutch, where are I forgot. Again, they are in the queue area, in the Q1749 that we're in. You're like, where'd they go? There's too many invites, Clutch. You scroll up, guys. Relax. Right here. Perfect. Live Fire Oddball is the first game. You'll go ahead and go to your wonderful 8 people lobby. That is there. You'll do a regular custom game. Always make sure that you go to the ranked variation. So if we're doing ranked oddball, you'll go ranked oddball. There it is. Cool. Your map, we said it was the ranked version of the wondrous, beautiful Live Fire. HIG, there it is. Live Fire. Cool. You'll start it up. Make sure, always double check. Invite only. Ask them R, and you'll get a respond back. R means ready. You can also do this just to make sure. And then you'll start your game out. Right? That's typically straightforward. And great. So that will be what you do there. From that point, let's pretend that the game started and you finished the game. You can write down the win-loss here. You could say, like right now we're in Academy Eagle, right? And there's also Clutch Cobra. So there's two different queues. Sorry, voice channels. You will be automatically put into the voice channel. You notice how I got pulled into there? There was that 1749 channel. It pulls you automatically into your team. So if I'm Academy Eagle, it'll pull me there. Obviously, there's 8 of me, so it chose one of them. Pulled me automatically into there. But whichever one you are at, you will be in. So either Clutch Cobra or Academy Eagle. If you did queue up, I would always recommend you sit in the Clutch 8's lobby waiting room, and then you can deafen up. So what does that mean? You just right-click your name, deafen, and you won't hear anything, but you will 100% hear the queue pop, and it'll move you to the correct area automatically. Okay, to give you context. But let's say y'all win loss. Let's say win for sorry, it'd be, you could do Eagle 3 and then 2 for Cobra, right? That's where y'all finish at. Cool. And then guess what? You vote here for the winner. So we're gonna do Academy Eagles the winner. One more vote required because it's me, and it'll automatically, and of course this is the tournament, it'll automatically move you back into the Clutch 8's waiting room lobby, and then you can go back to the beginning. Open 8's queue. We're in test mode. Boy, join queue, and you're great. So again, going through that will be the best thing if you want to see the leaderboard. It'll take you to a website. So you press that leaderboard, and then I will show you how that looks right there. You should see that. It'll show you the leaderboard, who's the top, their wins, loss. See how he's at 50, even though he went 38 and 50. It's because he is he's played so much, but he's won so much. He's gotten better, and we're rewarding people that get better. See, 19 to 22, getting better, 49 now. Things like that. Of course, there's people that are 13 and 4, winning like 13 in a row. Some people are above average, but they find out where they're at sooner or later, and they get stuck there for a while, and they keep rotating in and out of where their ranks had, and they keep on getting better. There's also wins. Who has the most wins? Powerline. Who has the most losses? Apparently me. That's funny. Games in general, 136. Shabby has the biggest streak. Peak MMR is 64. Peak Street is 8. Win rate 92.9% for Mr. Perfect. So things like that. But that's to be said. Okay. Again, just going over what we're looking at here is when you start the academy, the video will be here so you can review it. Sorry, in here so you can review it. And things of that nature. You can subscribe and support the academy. There's a couple of people here. If you sub here, where this finger's at the top of the subscribe and support area, it'll take you to where you can get access of a couple of things. And those couple of things are lower discounts on coaching, 20% off partner coaches such as Straight Sick and Descendants and a couple of other guys, and also tournament access, of course. And you also get access to people like Lunchbox and things of that nature. You could purchase that and then help the academy grow, and it would be very huge for us to have that and have you on our team in that regard. So we appreciate that in every case. So let me go ahead and add my face back here. Okay, cool. So yeah, so that's kind of the breakdown, right? So again, Patreon is also here as well, and you can join the Patreon and give back to the Clutch Academy community. But again, if you always need to know where you're at roughly, this is where you're going to be at in respect to your Legends division. Your ranking. You will derank or rank up depending on how you do, and there is also a breakdown on how to queue and stuff like that as well. Again, these are links to the queues, and again, knowing your level is important. So anywhere from ranks bronze to gold 3 will be in the corpse division. Any ranks from majors to gold 4 to platinum 6 is going to be in the majors division. People from the rank 22, which is diamond 1 to diamond 6, will be in the elites division. Champs division is 30 plus, all the way up to maximum. We're going to limit that now. It's going to be maximum is going to be 45, just so we can ensure that the variance of people is good. And then final legends division. Once level 40 to 60 is achieved, you can queue in legends. You lose legend status as well. See how it kind of says that? We're changing that a little bit, but this is legends and whatnot. So this has changed recently, and it'll be good. So nonetheless, that is how you use the queue. That is how you use the academy. Welcome to the academy here. We're at not only 1,000, but we're also at 2,000 members. And so yeah, and this is where we have our events and things like that whenever we have a lunchbox and those guys in here. So yeah, I think that's it. I hope y'all enjoyed that breakdown. Just rewind and go through it a couple times if you need to see how to run it. Maybe went a little long-winded, but we want to make sure that you have a great time. If you want access to the coaching, they are typically for free, and they're in the event section, like we said. The event section you'll see here, and it'll pop up at the top as well. So you'll see it in that events live stage here, that the event will be popping on, like the tournaments and whatnot. But If you want access to them, we want you to either subscribe to the Discord, subscribe to our Twitch, of course, subscribe to our YouTube, and that's free, right? That doesn't hurt. Putting the comments down and whatnot would be a big deal for us. Follow us on Twitter for updates and things of that nature. And yeah, I mean, if anything, we appreciate everybody, appreciate all your help and all your time. And if you have any questions, always ask me. I'm Clutch, right? Ask any of the administrators. You could do, just to give you one more quick little tidbit, because I think this is very important. I should have did this before I went to my face one more time. But if you ever have any questions, you want to go to, let's say, your area, let's say Legends Q, right? Legends Chat, Ancient, hello Ancient. So you could do at Academy Administration. Test for Q, right? Need help? No, right? It's just plain, right? Obviously. But Academy Administration. So again, I'll take my face off so you can see exactly how it's spelled. Academy Administration. So you type that out there at the bottom, wherever it is. Like if you have a question, Academy Administration, no set MMR found when I queue. Like that. That's a normal thing that we've gotten when we implemented some of the bots, because some of the people that haven't been playing for a while, that'll come up. So you put add academy, help me, right? Right, and it'll ping them. It'll ping all our administration here on the right. Whoever's here will help you out. Cool beans. So I'm just going to delete that so they don't freak out. Do not use the everyone. Don't use at everyone. Please use wherever you're at. So if you're in the Legends division, which I need to take this test off, make sure you do at Legends 8 LFG. Need a few, right? And that's going to also tell you right here on the queue area. It'll say this right here at Legends 8 LFG, right? So initial rank requirement, whatever. Need hashtag 8 LFG to ping other members to join. Watch others play, stream others. So yeah, if we show you what I mean, you have access to join into people's
Didn't expect him to come back, bro.
into people's games. They can't hear me now because I deafened, but I can, if you want to, watch their stream. You have access to their stream. You can lower that, stop watching, leave the stream, disconnect, all that good stuff, and you can do that all within the Discord. And again, remember, make sure when you deafen, you are deafen too. So, biggest thing, wait in the lobby, get to meet people. How you doing, Chin Cheka? Get to meet people and have a good time. This is the Clutch Academy for a reason. It's not just Clutch 8s that a lot of people call it, or Academy 8s. It's Clutch Academy. So the Academy idea is having multiple people coming together and building a community together. So again, I hope y'all enjoyed that. I went over that twice, saying hope y'all enjoy it, but please join us for that April 14th tournament. It's going to be a doozy. We're going to have a lot of people, Eli, Shyway, all that good stuff going crazy. So y'all have a wonderful day. Have a blessed day. Clutch out.